Happy Tuesday, party people. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's 3 o'clock, and that means it's time for What's in the Case with Mike and Chase.
We're working on.
That sounds pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Theme song gets better every time.
Gets better every time.
Gets better every time. Yeah. Happy Tuesday, all you beautiful people out there in internet land. Thanks for joining us today.
It's Tuesday, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Tuesday. It sure is. And first off, farewell to Ozzy. Miss you, buddy.
Rest in
man.
peace, Ozzy.
Already happened. Can't believe it. He wasn't supposed to. Him and David Bowie, they were supposed to live forever, right?
Yeah.
What happened?
Honestly, that's how I feel about like all the rock heroes. It's like, you ever think about how like old Keith Richards and like Paul McCartney are?
Oh, I know.
And it's like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Don't say it too loud.
I know.
Oh, I know. You're going to see me a wreck when we lose one or both of those guys. It's not going to be pretty. They were two of the biggest influences on my entire musical life.
That will be the day when like James Hetfield passes for me, because it was already like it was pretty rough when Taylor Hawkins passed for me as a huge Foo Fighters
That
fan.
was a
But
big
it's like
deal.
when James Hetfield and Dave Grohl go, that's a bad day for me.
Well, they won't be going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah.
Either. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. What's up, Raccoon?
Jordan Carr is my favorite. That guy is tall.
Rest in peace, Ozzy.
Thanks, Elijah.
Indeed, brother. Yeah. Well, another random edition of What's in the Case today. Notice there's not any cases. We're already holding guitars. I got this pretty sweet 57 gold top reissue right here from our friends at Gibson.
And I've got this custom shop Journeyman
Super
dual
sweet
mag.
dual mag. Look at that thing. That's cool. But Chase here, lucky recipient. Well, recipient also just he had money.
My bank account wasn't lucky.
His bank account was the real loser in this one.
Yeah.
But the poor boy, he's now amplifier rich.
I am.
And
I'm bountiful.
One of the Mark Sampson Mod Shop Black Cat
Cats.
30s.
Yep. These new amps got unveiled at our store of all places.
Of all places.
On Friday last week with John Thompson introducing them, telling the whole story about what
Super
Mark was
cool.
doing.
Man, John, the coolest dudes.
John squared.
I mean, yeah, John squared. Neither one of them are square, but you put them both together. It's math. I don't got time. But no, they are like the nicest guys. And it's so cool that just these, like, I want to hang out with them. And they just happen to be dudes that build some of the coolest amplifiers out there.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
we love our buddies at Bad Cat. And it was awesome to be able to host them for a few days and have the big reveal event here at our shop.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
We only have 2 of these amps left. We got 12. So these are a limited batch. It sounds like they may be talking about doing a second batch, but there were only 24 released in the world.
In the world.
And that was it. We were the worldwide reveal, and we got 12.
We got 12.
We sold 10 of them. There are only 2 of them
two
left.
So
I bought a combo because that's what I like to play with. And I got to tell you guys, this is one of those ones where it's like I'll spend more money on amplifiers than I will guitars because I love amps. But like I have been saving money from when I heard what this was going to be about. I couldn't tell anyone, obviously, but I saved up money because I knew I was probably going to want it because the Black Cats are already one of my favorite Bad Cats out there.
They're great.
But little birdie told me what they were going to kind of be, and I just knew I would probably want one. Came here for my lesson on Thursday on my off day. Nate had it up. They were doing some videos and stuff, which will come out, I think, this week or maybe next week of, like, actual demos and putting them through their paces, not just a live stream. And I played it, and I immediately came downstairs and was like, can I buy it? And they said, nope, I have to wait a day. So I waited a day, and now it's mine. What's up, Emmett?
He's smooth. Slipping in the smooth.
But because
Making
I
us
bought
look
this, I talked to Mike. We were talking about our show, and it was like, well, it'd be cool if we kind of did something a little bit different as we're trying out some new things of like, let's do an amp versus amp, like a British versus American showdown, especially because honestly, these amps are kind of comparable to each other in terms of somewhat features, somewhat gain structure, and an idea like that. So it's like, we've got that coming up, and we're going to try them. We'll give you kind of a brief overview of these first, but then we had our buddy, our sweet boy, Jordan, behind the camera. Make us a wheel of genres. Can we pull that up on the screen real fast?
Genre wheel. Ooh, look at that.
Oh, look at it.
Oh, man. I can't read any of it, but it's awesome. Oh, there it is. Thank you.
There it is. So eventually, after we get over the overview of these amps, I came up with some genres. I'm like, well, let's put it through its paces and see how these can compare. And so we've got a Strat and a Les Paul. We'll pass them off to each other, try them out. But we want to see what a single coil and a humbucker would sound like through both of these guitars. But This is going to be fun.
It's super cool, you know, and it is kind of British versus American, even though both of these amps technically American-made amplifiers. You definitely, the Bad Cat's leaning on the Vox, the Marshall-y side of that kind of stuff, and then taking those foundations and running with it big time, you know. Or we got the Two Rock over here. They're Fendery.
Now
they're
that's true
American-y.
American
They're
right there.
American. They're Dumbly. They're great, but you know, they're not for everything. And there's the right amp for you out there. So we're here to help your decisions get harder or easier. I'm not sure which.
Exactly.
Buy
Who
both.
knows? Buy both. I would say you'll never be mad if you buy both. But
you
that's
got
honestly
two.
the thing is Mike is kind of an American amp kind of dude already. Like that's what he leans towards, the Two Rocks. I find myself more in the British area, so I just thought it'd be like, well, let's do a knockout, see who's gonna come out on top of some genre, see what's the best fit for you.
You know what's funny? It was never like intentional. Later, buddy. It was never intentional to be an American amp guy. That's what I could afford and what was available at the time. And then now it's who I am. But there was never like, I don't like Vox. I don't like Marshall.
I do believe
when I didn't know any better, that's where I ended up.
Posh.
So, yeah, exactly. All right. We've talked a lot. Let's hear some sounds.
You go first.
Let's keep them clean on some stuff, right?
Keep it clean.
We want to, what, we're going to spin the wheel first?
So can you give us a rundown, like what is on the front of your amp? Because Two Rocks have a lot of tonal options.
They do have a lot of tonal options. So it looks complicated, but it really isn't. There's a lot of switches here, but it's really just more.
Which one do you have, by the way, first of all?
So this is the Two Rock Bloomfield Drive. So this thing's pretty cool. It's it acts kind of like a 2-channel amp, technically just a 1-channel amp, but you can. They call it a cascading lead channel, and that's just a fancy way of saying that 2 of the power tubes feed into 2 of the other power tubes, and they combine to make Voltron, or the coolest power tubes ever. It's kind of like that, though, to put it in a cartoon sense. It's like, you know, the Constructicons merging to form Devastator is what happens.
Hey,
you're devastated with tone.
A Transformers reference has hit the store.
All my 80s kids, where are you at? There we go, so it's fantastic, though. So it's going to be super simple. You got a gain structure for the clean channel. You got your treble, mid, and bass, so they act just like you think of. And then it jumps from your lead gain and lead volume. So you got a master volume just for your lead. Your reverb, that's a lot more enhanced, going to be on the clean side. Overall master volume, and then a presence knob. And I kind of think of the presence knob kind of like you described it. This is technically your highs, Your treble is going to be your mid-high, and then your low mids, and then your lows on there. So I definitely take that approach with it as well when kind of gaining stuff out.
Very American amp design a lot of times.
And then you get these options right above each one where you have a bright switch, a mid switch, and then a deep switch, and that just kind of changes some of the frequencies that come out of those respective channels. Honestly, it's so subtle. I don't notice it a whole lot. I'm not going to lie.
I noticed it on some. I definitely notice on some Two Rocks it's a lot stronger. Like I think the Studio Signature, you can definitely tell when those switches are engaged.
Well, and I agree. And this one, I think it's more when it's driving a little bit more. You definitely hear some of that stuff a little more often as well. And we kind of got to keep these things reined in from time to time. But they are super cool features. Just to literally from flipping from my 335 to Telly, I can boost some features, and so there's not really that massive drop in between the two different guitars. But it's super cool. And then it also comes over here. If you don't have the foot switch hooked up, which I do not today, you just got switches for the bypass, which basically just dimes all your electronics. And then you have a switch for the lead channel. Just goes from the clean.
You activated the Thunder channel.
I did the Thunder channel. And the lead just goes into all the drive right there. So,
well, Mike, give us a demo of a clean.
Well, here's some clean right here.
This is on the bridge pickup.
On the bridge pickup.
Gold top.
Not turned up all the way, kind of
up,
keeping
Patrick?
that roll back. Hey, Patrick, good to see you, buddy.
So glad you can make it down for Cars and Guitars. It was awesome to see you, man.
Yeah, and he was out to the Beatles show that night, too. We had a good time hanging out. I didn't get to hang with him much because I couldn't stop playing music, but
you were just rocking.
It made me happy to see him in the crowd. We'd have a good time,
That's just nice, clean. I will say it has more mids than you normally expect out of a Fender class amp.
And I keep this pretty well almost straight up. I mean, the EQ, I think, is sometimes just for show, man. It's like it sounds so good just at noon, everything at noon.
Could you show us, like, using the switches if you can get more like a classic blackface kind of deal?
So I'll throw on the treble switch here first. You can hear what this sounds like. So.
Yeah, you can hear a little more shimmer.
You can hear chime here at the top.
It's not, ice pick treble frequencies.
Correct. Yeah, it's not like you just dimed your presence or anything like that. So it's real nice. You definitely hear a little more in the mid.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's definitely there.
But I keep them down most of the time unless I'm just switching between guitars. That's where it's really helpful, is just balancing out two guitars that have some different kind of outputs with them, is where it really shines. In the deep, we'll try without first. So it doesn't make it louder, it makes it fuller almost.
It's almost like if you were removing a high-pass filter and allowing more of your bass frequencies to come through is kind of the idea.
And that's exactly right. That's how I'd put it, because it doesn't really make you louder. It just changes the dynamic response of those frequencies that kind of come out.
Like I said, it's crazy because the more that you play, like I said, it's almost got more of a tweed aspect to it right now. At least the way you have set up is more tweed than black or silver face, like deluxe or twin, that you would normally see. What I see people asking for out of the two rock stuff, but also what I see most people playing two rocks kind of have their setup for, is to emulate more of that classic Fender tone.
It definitely gets you there, and that's kind of precisely why I fell in love with it, And I have the gain turned up pretty high on this clean channel. That's what's crazy. The gain is at about 3 o'clock, which is almost dimed. Now, I have the volume down, turn up just a little bit, but
now what wattage selection do you have on this?
I'm just on the 20 watts right now.
Okay, so you do have the
I have the attenuator, and I got it just flipped down to the 20 right now, because it's not too much of a difference. But
you prefer the roof on the building.
Yeah, exactly right. So the 40 is for outdoors only when necessary. And playing with Johnny Shelton, usually on big stages. So.
Well, that sounds killer,
It sounds killer, and that's where you get that beautiful, clean platform that will just highlight any of your pedals that are out there that you got on your board. And to me, this side, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, and if any of the Two Rocks watching, they may roll their eyes at me, but this sounds to me like the Studio Signature amplifier. So if you're familiar with the Two Rocks Studio Signature, which is just their beautiful, glorious bass line, what I would call it, the litmus test for everything else, where they start deviating from. That's kind of what this is, and that's why I like this amp so much. But when we get into the lead channel here momentarily, that's where you're like, ooh, that's why he bought it.
To me, and
it sounds so good.
It might sound like a detriment to some people, kind of like me, where it's like, I don't love the hot rod. This is what the hot rod on steroids should be, is kind of how it was with the Bloomfield is, where it's like, it's classic Fender-y kind of stuff, but it's got a little bit more mids to it, depending on how you work with it. But like when you push it into drive, it's got that classic American drive, but it's better than.
And it's funny you say that too, because I think the hot rod was my amp I had before I bought this, and while I loved it, I'd say I still swear it's one of the best amps for $1,000 out there. If you like that Fender kind of side of stuff,
I'm not disagreeing.
It's fantastic, but the way I think I fell in love with this is because I didn't have to relearn anything. It was just here's this, but enhanced in every way. Nothing personal Fender, but holy cow. That's just what it is.
It's what performance-enhancing drugs will do to you.
Enough about. That's what
steroids makes you better, kids. You heard the message here.
Oh, that
sponsored by Lance Armstrong.
That amp's on the dumble, isn't he? Oh no, he's taking that dumble. Oh no,
he's on the DBL.
The DBL, yeah. But enough about my glorious amplifier. Let's hear about your fancy new speaker box. So run through it with us, brother. What you got?
This is a Class A amplifier, and in fancy words, it's a Vox amplifier in the way that it interprets power.
Class.
Yeah. It interprets power in a much different way than a lot of other amps do. So you will see that this is only a 20-watt amp. Doesn't mean it's not as powerful. Doesn't mean it doesn't have a bunch of headroom. It's just the way that the power interprets it is a lot different than, like, say, a Class D, which I think is electric state or like solid state ones. I always get the Class A styles wrong, but. What's cool about this one is it's pretty much just your Vox on steroids. Yeah. So you've got volume, which is going to be your gain for channel 1, channel 2. You got a master 1 and 2. Volume 1 and master 1 are for clean. Volume 2 and master 2 are for the dirty channel. You have a treble and bass knob on here, a tone cut, tremolo circuit, and a built-in reverb. Now, the main difference between like this amp and the classic Black Hat is honestly comes down to a little bit of that tone stack on the treble and on your tone cut. So before on the Black Hat, the treble knob just did treble frequencies. It just gave you more or less treble. This is more akin to kind of traditional Vox styles, where the more you add the treble, it removes your mids and bass from the signal as well. So like playing this right here, honestly, my sweet spot on this amp is the bass and treble pushed to about like 1230 on there. And so like this is neck pickup.
Listen to that.
Just
Sounds
nice,
great.
full. But then you can hear it doesn't take too much and it doesn't push it too far, but you lose a lot of your low end. And now, very trebly.
I almost hear a phasey kind of effect too. There's a little bit of a warble when you turn that up. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Almost a chorus type something. That's neat.
Yeah.
That's neat.
And so it's super usable because like on your clean channel, I like it a little bit fuller. I don't like it so ice picky, but when you start throwing some gain in front of this like we will, it cleans up your amp and honestly tightens it up and changes the profile, where if you play with the treble and the bass knob in the tone cut, you can kind of almost get like a functioning mid knob, but like almost like a mid scooped heavier tone. Like you can really play around with it on it a lot.
Neat.
But that's just kind of the straightforward. I've got the reverb about noon, and then tremolo. I'm not a big tremolo guy, but I will say the Opti tremolo that they have on here is honestly super usable, and I've already found myself playing with it more, especially when you put it with a nice like tape delay and a tremolo, and it kind of has this weird shuddering back and forth effect.
Good amp trim.
Sounds
I love
great.
it.
Because like for me, I've got the intensity set to about like a little over 9, the speed set to a little bit below 9, maybe about 8 o'clock. Because I don't want it to be too hard of an effect, but I want that just gentle push and modulation.
That's nice.
But like, yeah. So doesn't have as many options like on the 2-Rock, but I would say it's just as usable to get a lot of different tones out of it.
Well, and just different options to kind of get there. I mean, it's just different ways to go about it, because you can dial any of that stuff in that I can. It's just different.
Just different.
It's just a different flavor.
But moving on from our clean sections, which sound awesome, you want to play just a second, both of them together, see what they kind of sound mishmashed?
Play something in G there.
All
I like
right.
that.
Tell people is I love when bands don't just have both guitar players adopt the same amp and same guitar and same style, because it's like you're missing out on so much when you mix like you don't make everything the same. Like the fact that sounds so good, and honestly it helps in a band mix setting, because if I was playing this, I'm filling out a lot more of that high end, a little bit more low end, where you have this dialed in right now, you are going to sound great soloing with those mids pushing you through.
Yeah, it's cool having that dynamic. So definitely don't get the same amp as your buddy. It's a lot of fun.
Buy your own amp. Quit mooching.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Mike, give us a little bit of drive. I want to hear that Bloomfield kick in.
All right, we'll see.
It's like a blooming onion out here. It's like an Outback. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Definitely a lot more low end once you kick that drive in.
Yeah, it definitely compresses the signal a lot more, but yeah, you get this a bloom or a blossom, if you will, a Bloomfield. Probably that's why they named it that way.
Probably
when you hold on some of those notes, especially one of my favorites is going to be on the neck.
Oh man, 57 neck.
This is really the fuzz pedal that I want right here. Just this.
Yeah. Silky, smooth.
And then one thing I do a lot when I'm on this lead channel, I will flip on the bypass to give you just everything dimed and.
Oh, okay. And you said that is foot switchable?
It is. So yeah, the lead and the bypass, they're both on the foot switch right there. And I basically use the bypass as just that little extra oomph for a solo. Or it's really cool too when you can back your volume off and just have that extra kind of fuzz, but not being so dominant out there. It's really, really a useful tool for sure.
Well, and the thing I'll say that it might be hard to hear on the camera, but I think is really cool is listening to you play this here in the room, you can tell that amp wants to open up. Now, at a little bit, honestly, if you were to push volume on a little bit, I could tell it will bloom and open. Right now, we're trying to keep it a little bit constrained here in the store.
Boys got to hear the telephone.
But you can tell that thing's like throttling, just like ready to open up.
It's ready to explode, and it's glorious when you can get this thing up just a little louder than we can do here in the store, you know. A normal band setting, and it's just like, yeah.
That sounds.
I kind of want to keep this amp all to myself, but also everybody should have one.
Everyone should.
I kind of think, yeah, they're pretty cool. So
to me, and this might differ to some people based on what they want, but this to me has always been the end all be all of the 2Rock experience, because you can get all the shimmery, nice, clean stuff that you want out of any of the other amps, but then you can push it to drive. Now, if you're a guy who never does that, that's totally fine. But to me, it's like, if you ever want that option, why buy a steak if you're not going to get the mashed potatoes?
I think, yeah, Nate, right? Exactly right, yeah. No, and I would agree with that. You know, I think the only difference between something like, say, like this and like maybe the classic reverb is just going to be how that grain structure develops. You know, this is just a different approach to kind of get there, where some of them are going to be a little more of a single-channel type amp, even though, yes, this is technically a single-channel amp. It's about how, not what. But you'll end up there eventually. It's just a different way. Yeah. But, yeah, it'll get dirty, and I love it. I love it. It's so easy, and once I kind of got used to it, I leveled up. I feel like I leveled up.
You had me at mashed potatoes.
Oh,
Nate
man.
White.
Nate White loves his mashed potatoes. He is a potato fan. We call him Nate the Potato White. We don't call him that, but maybe we'll start. I don't know.
But Patrick and Artie both say R.I.P. to Ozzy. Do we know
Ozzy.
any Black Sabbath? Do you think we can give the people a little bit of Black Sabbath some drive?
Maybe that's not suitable. Are any of them suitable for a PG-13 show?
I got to be honest. I respect Black Sabbath a lot. It was just never one of those bands that I got super hard into. And so, like, I only know generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses.
Yeah. Didn't rehearse it.
Evil minds that plot destruction. Sorcerer of death's construction.
Oh, yeah? Oh, Lord, yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, yeah.
Well, and what is it? What is it?
Good job. Yeah. What's some of y'all's favorite Ozzy songs out there?
Yeah, put in the comments your favorite Ozzy songs.
I was saying, you know, it's a close debate between me. You know, he had so many classic heavy hitters and stuff, but Goodbye to Romance and Changes, I know those are like ballady Ozzy stuff, but what powerful songs coming from a guy that was paranoid and the War Pigs and the NIBs and the Sweet Leafs, you know, to have something that was that sincere and beautiful. I thought it was so cool to get those songs from him. And yeah, Ozzy, legendary.
We're going to miss you, Ozzy.
Legendary Ozzy.
Well,
Absolutely.
and the thing is, if you want to hear some cool Ozzy tunes and stuff, like I said, I'm a big metalhead, but for me, I was never too much into Sabbath. My dad really got me into more of the thrash and Metallica side, and so I have a lot of bands that, you know, looked up to Ozzy, respected Ozzy, and I do too. I mean, he's the goat of metal music. I mean, like, he's just, we wouldn't have metal music without him, and honestly, a lot of hard rock without him.
No.
So you got to pay respect where it's due, and he was a great vocalist. I mean, phenomenal vocalist. His performances were great. It also does crack me up because there's a lot of just him standing here kind of doing this, and it's like, it was awesome.
Hey, we all had good days.
Yeah.
And we had maybe days where we, I don't know, hung out with Motley Crue too long or something like that. Well, you've heard those stories, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. We'll keep this family friendly. Yeah, exactly.
If I didn't love my Friedman Runt 20 so much, I really love the Bad Cat, Black Cat for sure. And that's, I love this one too, and that's why I'm not getting rid of my Friedman, because I love it just as much. But honestly, if you guys are wanting to catch some sweet Ozzy tunes and really cool stuff, check out your Mike and Nate's live stream tomorrow. I think they are possibly going to be doing some Ozzy tunes
tomorrow. We're going to get we're going to do a little Ozzy Memorial tomorrow. We're figuring that out, but that's kind of what we do, is figure it out last minute and then go on the camera for all you people, so you can watch us succeed and flounder all at the same time.
Yeah.
Or whatever, yeah.
Kind of on the Black Cat drive, you heard it a little bit there. It sounds definitely kind of unique with the Strat on here. I'm not normally a Strat guy, but we wanted to show off some differences. But that's got quite a bit of bite. I've got the gain about maybe 3 o'clock on here. So honestly, matched pretty in bar. But this one's got a little bit more that I can. Yeah, let's see what you can do, Mike. Come on. Okay, Mr. I can sustain all day.
Yeah, well, the Les Paul doesn't help either. We should probably trade guitars, too, for the next round, what we're getting into, so we can kind of compare and contrast with these. But I know Jordan spent all this time with our
we had Jordan pull up
wheel of genres, or genre wheel.
Yeah, we wanted to see what can we make these guitars and amps do through these different little genres. So, Jordan, hold on. Josh, Elijah, Nate, say it with me now. Jordan, spin that wheel.
Oh, it's spinning.
Oh, it's spinning.
Man,
it's spinning.
Jordan, isn't this worth it just to be able to create wheels and spin it for us? This is great.
Oh,
punk. Are we on punk? That looks
a little
like
bit of punk.
Oh, hooray, punk.
All right, Mike, I tip my hat off to you. You get the first go around.
Do I know any punk songs?
Hey, that's way too many notes.
Oh, sorry, too many notes for punk.
Song.
My bad.
Way too many solo. Disqualified.
Right.
You are
too
out.
many notes. Huh? Not enough down picking. Sorry, our local punk. Sweet boy Josh is over there. And you're right, I don't.
Let me trade you out guitars real quick. Get a little comparison side by side.
I'm not the best down picker. I will admit that. Have I learned nothing from Joey Ramone? The answer is not much, no.
Well, and when I initially sent this to Jordan, I said pop punk because I was going to make a whole joke about No, I was saying pop punk because I was going to be like, my mom didn't pack Uncrustables for me. She hates me. My dad's disappointed. And that was going to be my joke, but all down picking.
Chase wins the punk off right there. These young kids and their punk music, I swear. Yeah. All right.
Mom, I'm only going to get B pluses because I want to.
Yeah. Rebel with
Rebel
without a
bedtime.
Rebel without a 4.0. There we go.
Oh, no, I was listening to some Simple Plan this morning. I was like, we should do that because it's like some pop punk has a lot more introspective lyrics, and then there's groups like Simple Plans where it's like, my dad let me borrow the car, and I got a scratch on it. Oh, he's going to be so mad.
Oh.
I have no friends. And it's like, okay, all right, this is cool when I was like 13, but I'm having a tough time listening to this right now. All right, Jordan. Everybody, what time is it? Jordan, spin that wheel. He looks so incontent with being here.
Well, hopefully it lands on punk again.
Yeah, punk.
Yeah.
Oh, is it on pop?
Pop.
No, we'll do pop. We'll see which one does pop. I think a Strat's a great pop guitar.
It is a great pop guitar.
Let's see what you got, Mike.
Well, I don't know. Let's see. It would probably be... let's see.
I don't practice it. No, it's not no
I'm in my Taylor Swift mode for our Taylor Swift show, so this is every Taylor Swift progression. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but the 1.5, 1.564
classic.
So it's a classic pop, you know. But it does it great, especially with the Strat. I mean,
well, slap it on that fourth position. You'll get pop instantly. best friends. Going shopping later today. Gonna buy a taco at Banana Republic.
I almost went into the ska realm right there, didn't I?
Well, luckily for you, there's a ska wheel on there. It'll be on there later, though.
All right, Pop King, let's have it. You got it? I don't practice Santeria. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, that's
no, it's close.
I don't practice Santeria.
A flat.
I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball. I'm $1,000,000 and I spent it all. Mike was more in the sublime than I was.
Yeah.
But I was thinking for pop, I was trying to think. Pink Pony Club. What is it? Pink Pony Club? I'm gonna keep on dancing at the pink. What is the next one? I'm gonna keep on dancing down at West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. Yeah!
Chapel Roan.
Chapel Roan.
She does.
Playing, what does this say? Play Walking in a Winter Wonderland. Have you ever seen the Walking in a Wonderland Ozzy version? It's him and Sharon singing. It's like Ozzy doing his thing. But then it cuts there and she's like, in the meadow we can build a snowman. And then it's just Ozzy for a second, randomly cuts, and he's just going, ah! Like screaming for no reason. Oh, it's the best.
Oh, Ozzy.
Favorite pop punk of the 90s was Toodles and Hagfish.
Toadies.
Toadies? Oh, man, I need
Toadies.
glasses.
Toadies. You're wearing them.
They don't work. They don't work. Well, that was our pop section. Or, you can get a little Michael Jackson. All right, Jordan. Spin that wheel.
This is fun. We need to think of wheels for every show, by the way.
We should.
I think
Wheels make everything better. They make the bus go round.
Just ask Pat Sajak. It's a good time. Funk
Man,
country.
it has landed on the line.
It's on the line
every single time. All right. Well, you've got the funk guitar, miss. Actually, these are
guitar.
both pretty funk guitars.
They
like,
can do it, yeah. Oh, sorry. Someone's on the phone there. I'll try to be a little quiet.
why are they trying to stop us from doing our job, huh?
I mean, the Strat is the funk guitar, if you ask me.
Yep. Now, when you think funk, or do you play more fourth position or second position on the pickup selector?
One. I don't ever do
Oh,
this.
Really?
I just don't. I'm the weird guy that doesn't like 2 and 4 on a Strat.
I love 2 and 4, especially for funk. I love how the Les Paul is so versatile in every genre. That's right, Zane.
Agreed, Zane.
That's right.
No, because if I was using my own gear for this, it'd be my telly, and I'd just be in the middle position. So whatever that. That's probably it. You know. That's why I don't own a Stratocaster. Sorry, Strats.
Nate said he wants a beatbox battle. You ready? I wish Eric was here.
I just hyperventilated. What was that?
Phone's ringing tonight.
Oh, man. Yeah. Did we get funky? Did you get funky? You got
no,
funky
I didn't get funky yet. All right, ready? I think the Les Paul's a great funk guitar. Let's see. Now that's funkalicious.
Funk's an attitude. It's
a mindset.
It's a mindset. That's what it is.
It's all a mindset. Yeah. It's all just muted notes.
Sounds really cool, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. As far as amps, what have we done so far? Is there one that, I mean, I know you love yours and I love mine, but I also love yours. Is there something that you feel like the amps lend itself better genre style?
I think this one maybe has a little bit more grit. So I think this one can push in a couple different genres.
I like the punk through yours a little better than
punk
mine.
sounds a little bit cooler, but also I think yours also sounds great for punk because it's a little bit more scratchy. It's a little bit more. This is going to sound terrible. I don't mean it to be because it's obviously not low income, but it's like punk is kind of a low income genre. It's like it kind of reminds me of the Hot Rod, that first amp that everyone gets. And it's like it's got kind of that attitude where it's just like this
the garage rock
getting what I'm getting.
Is my amp about ready to blow up?
Yeah.
And then because of that, your kind of amps were invented to figure out that next level of kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
But honestly, I think everything we've done genre-wise, because we've done funk, pop, punk.
The clean channels seem beautiful.
Clean
on
channels
both.
are just a
the
difference
guitars.
of flavor.
I think more of what matters to there than anything else, but they definitely work. Yeah, that's cool. Let's try maybe another genre or two.
And let's switch guitars. I've had this one for a little bit. We'll swap them back. Try them back out. Way. Oh no.
And while we're swapping, hey Jordan, spin that wheel, please. I realize we haven't said please these last few times. Jordan isn't our slave. He's a man. He chooses to do what we ask, and we like him.
Also, he's paid to be here, so he's got to kind of do it.
Well.
Oh yeah.
He did make the wheel. Oh man.
Well, Mike, let's hear some ska.
Okay.
I thought you were going. Ska is the sound a 14-year-old
really loud,
hears when they get a mozzarella stick. Any chance we can get a What's in the Case with Mike and Chase with guitars?
That doesn't say it's not good.
Yeah.
No.
We don't believe in that.
We don't believe in that.
No.
Yeah.
We abolished that for a reason. All right, back to ska.
All right. Let's
All right. Hey, Josh, where do you work at in the Pentagon? There's a McDonald's in the Pentagon. Oh, my guitar was muted.
Oh.
There's a McDonald's in the Pentagon. There's a McDonald's in the Pentagon. Yeah, there's not a lot of spots for lunch, but it's Killer Big Mac whipping up the Big Mac, serving at the Pentagon. I'm McDonald's at the Pentagon, employee at the Pentagon, something like that.
It's the Pentagon.
He's a saint. How dare you do Jordan like that? But yeah, ska, man. Ska is just a fun genre.
You need some horns. You need some baggy pants. Maybe Gwen Stefani. I don't know.
Ska.
Ska.
It makes you think of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4.
It does. It makes me think of high school.
Were you a big ska kid?
Well, yeah, I did not like it. It was adjacent. You almost couldn't avoid it in the early to mid '90s. It was just everywhere on the radio.
Did you wear chinos?
No. I had no chinos.
What about flame shirts? Did you have any flame shirts?
No, I didn't quite go Guy Fieri. I did have frosted tips and puka shells,
Oh,
though.
my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Can you bring a picture next week so we can show the audience?
I'll see if I can find one. Yeah, it turns out when you graduate in '97, they just hand you some cheap dye and a puka shell necklace. And so it came with your diploma.
Well,
I wore it for at least 2 years.
Were you an Oakleys or a Ray-Ban kind of guy?
I was always kind of an aviator dude. I had Oakleys because like my friends did. All my buddies had Oakleys because they were baseball players. I put them on just to look silly.
Okay.
It's like I.
Now, did you have any piercings?
Yeah, I had both my ears pierced.
Well, what about like you didn't have any nose or lip piercings?
No nose, no lip, no other appendages or tongues or anything like that. Didn't get my belly button done. If that's what you were getting at, no.
Well, I don't think I was going.
Just
quite
the
there
ears.
yet.
I had the hoops for a while. It was fun.
Oh man, what a trip down memory lane.
One with a potato, like
I
you do.
wasn't even born yet. I was just a twinkle in my father's eye.
And I was out there making poor decisions. Yeah.
Here I am.
And here
Post
I am.
Y2K.
And here we are. All these decisions later, yeah.
All right. Well, Jordan, I think we've only got a couple genres left. Let's see what's next. Spin that wheel.
Or are you removing them as we go? See, we're not hitting the same
he's
one.
So smart.
Jordan's a thinker. This is why he's technically in charge.
Oh, man.
Oh, you did?
Well, we got to do it twice.
Well, there's your classic rock right there.
All right. Well, let's hear your classic rock. Oh. Ave Maria.
forgot how to play the song for a second. But yeah, that's rock and roll right there, I think.
Now, do me a favor. Do a classic rock clean riff. Start the car. I wanna leave this party now. Start the car.
Yeah, this will definitely get you in the classic rock realm.
You
Sorry,
can't
Jordan.
hear that because you are here, but dang, you just barely turned that, and that's got power.
And that's where you work the volume on that a lot. Because one thing that's really neat about this, especially when you have the gain up on this amplifier like I do on the clean channel, it really has to do with how your attack. And so your right hand has everything to do with it. So, I mean, you have to play super light, or if you want to get a little more aggressive with it, that's great. Just back your volume off a notch or two on your guitar, and then you can strum to your heart's content without blowing them away. But it is an extremely responsive amplifier when it comes to just your own personal dynamics, especially on the clean side when nothing's quite as compressed. You're everything to what that signal's doing. So.
And that's where people always ask, is the amp more important or the guitar more important? That's where the amp's always more important to me. Honestly, your tone is 60% amp, 40% guitar, and honestly, a straight probably 40% of that 60 is your speaker.
Yeah.
But and that's where you get a good amp and then you get a good guitar, because then it's going to be just even better. When you have a guitar that's responsive going into an amp that's responsive, you're just going to have a great time.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and I completely agree. Buying guitars, it seems like it's always fun. Guitars are tangible and shiny, and there are variants of them. But yeah, the amp is definitely where it all comes from. I think.
You have the Les Paul. Patrick's asking, can you give us a little bit of Boston or Led Zeppelin?
Well, one of the two, I think.
Honestly, I don't know many Boston tunes, how to play them, but can you give us a little zep in our pep? The hot pocket from the oven. You burn my mouth. Tell 11. Pepperoni's going down. Now, real quick, we're switching up the little. I want to hear what that kind of sounds like.
What are we doing?
Here, I meant to give you this.
Have you worked in music?
Play the Les Paul, do the same Led Zeppelin riff through this one, just because I think it'd be cool to hear that straight comparison.
Sure. All right.
Yeah, I hope so to not get copyright struck. I've been trying to change the lyrics as much as I can. So this is our clean channel. So that was what I would say, like a modern rock sound, but like to back it off, get more classic Zeppelin. Back it off there, push our treble up.
This definitely has more of that Zepp kind of feel to a lot of that, for sure.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
That's rad. Man, yeah, your amp sounds great, buddy.
Oh, man. What is this? You love parody. We're Al is in concert in I think that's North Washington first weekend. I want to go see Weird Al so bad.
Northwest
I was like North Washington.
North Washington.
I love Weird Al, dude. I still sing all the time. Like a surgeon, hey, cutting for the very first time. Like a surgeon, with my scalpel and my forceps. I love Weird Al. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go buy tickets for that.
Yeah.
Give me my cable back.
Okay.
All right.
There you go.
Classic rock.
Classic rock.
I'm trying to think of a good Strat one because I don't play Strats on, so I don't think a lot of a classic rock. Like this would be great to try some Hendrix, but I don't really know any Hendrix other than his more heavy driven stuff. But like, let's see.
Ope.
It's a little Steve Miller Band for everyone.
Well, I'm in the rocking side still. So.
Yeah.
We'll flip that
All
off.
right, but that's a back half sound great for Zep. I was gonna say
it does.
It might be a sim, but we'll play some Zep on a Strat, see how it sounds. Let's see, what's some other?
That's nailing that.
Well, yeah.
Sounds really good. It sounds real cool for that kind of stuff, for sure.
This does great for a lot of like your 80s rock where they did strats, like, you know, dial it back a little bit, which I haven't shown too much of that. Like, both of these amps respond really well to the volume pot, like you've already shown with yours. But
yeah.
Jesse had a friend. His name was Mike Henderson. He looked really cool while he worked at Palin, and he's got a sweet hairdo, and he's cool, and he's watching this.
Chase is good at the improv lyrics today. Yeah, I don't know.
Or Mike Henderson. Mike Henderson.
All right. We make songs up about each other all the time.
Like that.
Well, you can meet me at Palin Music Center, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
Chase, when do you think the back of your neck last saw sunshine? I think you should have your phone taken away, you 13-year-old child. It was probably
Jordan Carr is my favorite. Wants to
Yes,
see
sir.
more of my ankles. So here we go. There's I got my ankles on. I got my ankle socks.
Dang.
You know, I know this is PG-13, but here we are.
All right, Jordan, I think we've only got a few more genres. Let's wrap it up, put a bow on this one, see what we've got left. Oh, man. Oh, no. I forgot
Jazz.
what I put on here. I don't know any jazz. I'm going to fake it till I make it. Oh, snap.
Metal.
Let's see what you can do, Mike. You've got the humbucker guitar.
Okay, all right.
You've got the humbucker
Hey, that
guitar.
didn't matter to Iron Maiden. They just played what you had.
That's true. Now, are you okay with switching up your amp settings, or are you like a don't touch it? I want.
I'm fine, whatever.
See what we can do by scooping out your mids a little bit, pushing your bass and treble, push that gain as hard as we can.
We're diming on the gain.
Okay. Now, honestly, what I will say is it's not going to get that driven, but with a pedal, it'll get there. You have a great Sabbath tone right now. Speaking
cool.
of Ozzy,
Saggy.
it's a very laney kind of just spongy, laid back kind of thing. It's very, very early heavy metal. Sweet.
I like that. That's why I bought the amp. That's pretty cool.
All right, let me trade you out. I need someone with humbuckers, just because I don't know any Iron Maiden song. And I don't want to make myself look like a fool trying to learn the Trooper on camera. Yeah, I can sing it for you. Mike, if I sing it, can you get the harmony?
Yeah. You know I could.
All right. Now for the most metal tone possible. The clean channel. Ooh, it's like a shower. They're scared of showers. Ooh. Metal.
Yeah.
Let's see. So to do this, I'm going to push the treble up, push my tone cut back a little bit, push my bass up maybe a hair bit more, push our drive a little bit more.
It's great.
I still even got a little bit of room, a little bit of real estate left. Drop D.
Beefy. Well, it definitely does the metal. That is for sure. I think like the other one, what was it? The ska we said, it's a mindset. It's a mindset. Metal's a mindset. You've obviously practiced that stuff very well, and that's fantastic.
Oh, drop D's chump change. That's just you can just do chromatic stuff.
I just got into drop D like 2 years ago. I don't even know. So different styles. That sounds good. Metal. That was great.
Yeah, that's what's really cool. It's like you can push this, get it a little bit. So like if I want to tighten it up, I can. But like normally I leave it about here and like I'll compare it. You get a little bit more of a harder rock tone. It doesn't get quite as heavy, you know. It gets a little bit spongier, a little bit less articulation. But that's great for dial it back, move your gain off a little bit, and you have a great like. I love this for like a good pop punk tone. I would try and sing that, but that song is one of those where it's like the rhythm guitar part is awkward enough, or it's like my brain can't comprehend it too, because it's there's a place on Ocean Avenue where I used to sit and talk with you.
Didn't even know that was a song.
Oh, you never listened to Ocean Avenue? Oh, dude. If I could find you now.
Yep, still don't know it.
Oh, that's a great song. You know, you can also do a little bit of the Jimmy Eat Worlds. Jimmy Eat World, you can do both channels.
I could. Oh, Jordan spun that
wheel. Spun that wheel.
All right, there's some jazz. Why don't you give us some jazz?
Oh, snap. The genre that I put on there that I was scared of. All right, the trick to jazz, turn the tone down so no one can hear what you're actually playing.
Exactly. What tone?
Drop D still. I was so confused. I was like, why? But it actually kind of worked.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That's a jazz chord.
That's a jazz chord if I ever heard it. Yeah.
Well, there you go. We
out-jazzed
it.
They both jazz you up pretty good.
I forgot I had a drop D, and so like I played an F, and I was like,
oh, that's
honestly. I think that's a secret trick to make it sound like jazz. Put the bottom string in a different tuning and play your normal E standard shapes. Take that, Miles Davis.
Ooh, straight to the Miles, huh? Okay.
All right, Jordan, I think we've only got one more on there, two more on there. The people have been watching long enough. Let's wrap her down.
Oh, what's it going to be? Country or is it going to be blues?
Well, why not both?
Country blues.
Ain't no love in Oklahoma. There's a witch on Oklahoma.
It's going to land on the line again? Oh, it's country. No. It's actually country. Well, there you go.
All right, Mike. Give us a little bit of country.
Yeah, this will do country pretty good, right? You know.
Yeah. This is very traditional classic country tone immediately off the bat. Throw a compressor on that and you're there. Well, thank you, Jordan. Yeah, that's country to a T. You have a compressor that's very old-fashioned.
Yeah.
This is where, honestly, for country, I don't play a lot of it, but this is why I love Vox amps for country, because that British little bite gives it a little bit of natural compression that I just love the tone out of it. But I don't know too much country. I can do this. I can do
kind of twang it up a little, though. That's most country right there.
Let's see. Give it a little bit more time. Oh, it's in drop D still.
Oh, there you go. Tune up. that's Listen to that sustain.
Welcome to Silver Dollar City.
Here's your funnel
All
cake.
right, we got one last one,
Here's your
Jordan.
funnel cake.
Here's your funnel cake.
Right?
Have your
What's it going to
diabetes
be?
on a plate,
Spin that
boy.
wheel.
If you don't have powdered
man.
sugar on you, did you go to Silver Dollar City at all? I got you, Mike. You take a little bit of the lead. I'll follow up after you.
A little bit of jazz.
Take us away, Mike. Come on. I was about to do the same thing. Yeah.
Yay, the 1, the 4s, the 5s.
Oh,
All the important chords.
Man. What do you get?
Man.
I never realized. What do you get when you get a 1, 4, and 5?
Well, a 1, a 4, and a 5. You add it up, it's 10.
It's 10, and that's what our performance was. A 10 out of
It's
10.
a 10 out of 10. That's correct, everybody. Man,
man,
I
this
kind
was a
of
blast.
want a reason to buy your amplifier.
I want a reason to buy your amplifier.
But I guess we don't have any more of those. So wait, we got 2.
we have
have
two
two.
left.
I'm
and
probably
they
not
could
going to
be
get one.
Yours.
It could be yours.
I wish we had one of those call numbers. We should work
Cool.
on that, getting a call number put up
Call
on the
us
bottom of the screen
now.
for a small, easy payment of $39.99.
Ask for Mike or Chase. Watch him run to the phone to serve you.
Help, 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 help.
He knocked me down. But this was
This
fun.
was fun. I
This
had
was
a really good time.
Yeah.
This
Your amp's
did
killer.
This did go long, but honestly, I had a great time with it because we really got to put everything through its paces. And honestly, I like the little genre thing. It was fun to try out things that these amps normally wouldn't do, so people can know.
We had a
that's maybe
wheel.
not the metal amp.
We had a wheel. That was
We had
pretty
a
great.
wheel.
Yeah. But yeah, this is kind of what it's about. I mean, they are definitely geared towards certain styles. They obviously can do a little bit of everything, but they had their strengths, they had their weaknesses, and a price tag doesn't always equal the best. It just means what is the best for you.
58.
Well, $5,800, yeah. But I mean, it's what I need.
If you had to wrap up in a closing statement, who is looking for this amp?
Your classic rockers, your funk players, your country players. I think your good old fashioned soul music kind of guys.
Your ska boys.
Your ska boys, yeah. I mean, it does any of that stuff, any of that clean stuff. It does it so well, and it's just going to be the flavor of the game. If you
Yeah.
determine if you like that or not, And for some of that kind of gritty garage rock and rolly stuff that I love to do,
this is a great classic.
it
rock
was
amp.
heaven. But boy, I would be right at home in
Yeah.
your new Bad Cat Cub 30 there too. So it's super cool. As far as you're concerned, I mean, you'd be the metal guys obviously do pretty great. The punk guys would do great.
Yeah, I would say
Jimmy
this
Page
amp-
needs one.
Yes, yeah.
Obviously, it sounded really good.
This amp is great for someone who wants, a little bit more of the Vox style circuit and wants that, but wants more. This is great for, clean stuff. I loved it for funk and country. It did really well with that. Blues, obviously, it's going to knock out of the park, whether you're on the clean or the drive channel. But this amp has surprisingly a lot more drive than a lot of people give it credit for. And so, like, this is great for the guy who would say, if you're a heavy metal guy, probably not like the one I would say go to if this is like you're only playing metal, this is your go-to tone. But this is for a guy like me who wants to play a whole bunch of different stuff, has to play a bunch of different stuff at gigs. And it's like, this is a very well-rounded amp that will take pedals awesomely. And this is just kind of, for a good price point, kind of a do-it-all amp. To me, it's like a British Princeton where I can show up, do whatever I need to, and be okay with it, and minimally change stuff. I love amps that's where, like, with the 2-Rock, I might have to lean over and do stuff, but I'm not doing too much. I don't have to fully come over here in EQ shape to fix it.
Well, and like they said, we know these things are modeled off of kind of specific amps of the past, from, the Fender style and the Vox style stuff. But I think where these guys that kind of shine is just having those features that make them maybe a little more user-friendly at various volumes. I mean,
yes, 100%.
Well, Jordan and some of the crew may disagree. We are at a pretty modest volume in this store right now compared to what these would be at, like, stage level.
I'd say this is like
and so to get that kind of
volume.
So to get that kind of that tone and that kind of response when it's quiet, not all amps do that at a quieter volume. Where these both, I think, sound wonderful, but definitely turn them up when you get an opportunity.
Honestly, I think that's where maybe this one shines a little bit more. Is it doesn't compress as hard at lower volumes, but that's not a detriment to that. You
this
can
one
just
definitely
tell that
does.
one wants to open up at a louder volume.
It does want to do a little more of it, but it's been great. I still practice with this in my friend's tiny little house in our little room that we go in and cram into, and it sounds good, but it sounds even better on stage. That's for sure. Definitely does. Well, friends, we appreciate you tuning in with us, chiming in, giving us the Aussie love. We love hearing, from you guys all the time.
Rest in peace to the Godfather of metal. What can you say?
The Dark Prince of Metal. He was the best. Truly was.
But is that what you guys are going to do for your show tomorrow?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Ozzy was, like I said, I didn't have the biggest Black Sabbath or Ozzy phase of my life, but it was pretty intense for the short time, and I was kind of figuring out guitar. And my roommate had the Black Sabbath Greatest Hits. We sold our soul for rock and roll, and it was like a double disc of just like all the cool stuff, and it was wonderful. And it definitely taught me a lot in the early days of guitaring. Yeah. And so, we love them. We love you guys. Thanks for tuning in with us today. Me and Nate tomorrow. You got the E Smooth Hour and the Smooth E coming up on Thursday. You got the boys on the sofa on Friday with Wake Up Greg, 9 a.m. on the same YouTube channel. And then Saturday we got Chords and Coffee with the handsome, the talented Nathaniel White. And we appreciate all you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. Oh, there's one more genre to spin. What is this one? Let's see. I can't read the category.
No.
Cars 2 is an amazing movie. Oh, no.
Cars 2 wasn't good. I don't enjoy that movie at all. Or was it?
I'll leave it to Chase and Jordan to arm wrestle this one off screen there.
Cars 2 is not a good movie.
We appreciate you guys. See you later.